Just when the world thought the fighting was slowing down, the US-Iran conflict has erupted again. And this time, the battlefield isn't just about missiles, it's about cutting off strategic supply routes. One of the biggest targets, a crucial railway bridge that connects Iran with China and Russia. In the early hours of today, the United States reportedly struck the Agh-Teke-Khan railway bridge in Iran's Golestan province using cruise missiles. This isn't just another bridge, it's part of the China-Turkmenistan-Iran rail corridor, a key trade and logistics route that has become increasingly important for both Beijing and Moscow. It is situated on the western outskirts of Akkala in Golestan province on the Inche-Barun Turkmenistan railway route. The route supports freight traffic as part of China's Belt and Road Initiative and broader Eurasian connectivity efforts. It is served as an important alternative for Iran to move goods, including oil bypasses or sanctions evasion routes, amid maritime disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. The corridor has gained massive strategic value because Russia has been using it to move goods since last November, while Chinese rail traffic reportedly surged after disruptions and blockades affected maritime shipping routes. In other words, this railway has become an alternative economic lifeline linking China, Russia, and Iran. The Agh-Teke-Khan Bridge is a critical node in the multimodal rail networks connecting these countries via Central Asia. Its recent damage highlights its strategic importance in ongoing geopolitical and economic rivalries. The strike appears aimed not only at damaging infrastructure, but also at disrupting the growing economic and logistical cooperation among the three countries. Earlier in the conflict, rail junctions, roads, and bridges along the same network were also hit. However, Iran managed to restore many of these facilities within a remarkably short time, allowing traffic to resume. So, the message is clear. This conflict is no longer confined to military bases or missile sites. It is increasingly targeting the infrastructure that keeps trade, logistics, and strategic partnerships alive, raising the stakes far beyond the battlefield.
In a major show of retaliation, Iran unleashed a barrage of missiles and drones targeting U.S. military installations in Bahrain and Kuwait, responding to a fresh wave of American airstrikes deep inside Iranian territory on the second day of renewed hostilities. The strikes mark a significant escalation, bringing key U.S. bases in the Gulf directly into the conflict. Tehran also issued a stark warning, declaring that the attacks were only the beginning. Iranian officials said every American military base across the region could become a target if Washington continues its military campaign, raising fears that the confrontation could rapidly expand into a much wider regional war. According to statements carried by Iranian state broadcaster IRIB and Press TV, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps launched the operation jointly through its Navy and Aerospace Force, targeting what it described as key American military infrastructure. The announcement underscores the increasingly direct and dangerous nature of the U.S.-Iran confrontation. The IRGC said missiles and drones struck the U.S. bases at Arif Jan and Ali al-Salem in Kuwait, along with Al Jufair and Sheikh Issa in Bahrain. It described the operation as the first phase of retaliatory punitive measures against the United States, accusing Washington of violating previous agreements through its latest attacks on Iran. The group also warned that any further U.S. aggression would trigger expanded strikes on additional American military facilities across the region. Iranian media further reported that the IRGC targeted a total of 85 U.S. military facilities, including Salman Port, the headquarters of the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet in Bahrain, and Ali Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait. An IRGC spokesperson also claimed Iranian air defense systems shot down a U.S. MQ-9 drone over Bushehr province. Following the strikes, Bahrain's Ministry of Interior urged residents to seek shelter after warning sirens sounded across the country. The retaliation followed a large-scale U.S. military operation overnight. According to U.S. Central Command, American forces struck more than 80 Iranian targets in response to Iran's alleged attacks on commercial vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz. CENTCOM said the operation targeted Iranian air defense systems, command and control centers, coastal radar sites, anti-ship missile batteries, and more than 60 IRGC fast boats operating in and around the strategic waterway, saying the objective was to reduce Iran's ability to threaten international shipping. Meanwhile, the scale of the confrontation continued to grow. U.S. media reports said around 90 American strikes hit targets across northern and southern Iran, while Iranian media reported explosions in several locations, including Bandar Abbas, Kanarek, Sirik, Jask, Iranshar, Akal, Chabahar, and Abu Musa Island in the Persian Gulf. The attacks marked another dramatic escalation as the conflict spread deeper into Iranian territory and intensified fears of a wider regional crisis. The strikes also brought a human cost. Iranian reports said at least 2 people were killed, including a firefighter and an employee at the Iranshar Airport Meteorological Center. In Chabahar, local reports claimed damage to a hospital building, docks, and an air traffic control tower, while parts of the area were left without electricity, adding to the disruption caused by the strikes. Defending the military action, U.S. President Donald Trump said the operation was carried out in response to what Washington described as Iranian attacks on commercial vessels earlier in the week. Trump warned that the United States would escalate its response further if similar incidents continued, sending a clear message that Washington was prepared for a prolonged confrontation.